International. It's now come to light the Pentagon has been battling the CIA in Syria. Different militias backed by the two U.S. departments have apparently started fighting each other. In February, a CIA armed group known as the Knights of Righteousness was apparently forced from its positions by the so-called Syrian Democratic Forces that are backed by the Pentagon. And the report comes as President Obama this month authorizes a new Pentagon plan to train and arm Syrian anti-government fighters. But just to remind you, here's what happened to the old such plan.
We're also supporting a moderate opposition in Syria that can help us in this effort, who stand up to the bankrupt ideology of violent extremism.
Can you tell us what the total number of trained fighters remains?
It's a small number, and the ones that are in the fight is we're talking four or five.
Let's not kid ourselves, that's a joke.
We have to acknowledge this is a total failure. It's just a failure.
This train and equip program has not, frankly, lived up to what we initially thought.
Program hasn't lived up to expectations. That's an understatement, isn't it?
We discussed the latest reports with former CIA officer Ray McGovern. He believes a lack of central control is the reason why U.S. departments end up on opposite sides of the battlefield.
The moderate rebels that we are allegedly supporting, well, you know, it's really bizarre because the President of the United States 2 years ago said there are no moderate rebels. Whom are we supporting there with millions and millions of dollars? These things have a momentum of their own, and once you have a covert action program with, let's say, $500 million like the defense had, you got all this money and you got people say, well, let's find some moderate rebels, let's find whomever, because we have all this money. So it's really a totally inept performance and no central control on the part of the White House.
On our website right now, you can read more about how another group fighting in Syria gets its reinforcements, with more than 50 militants reportedly coming right over the Turkish border to join al-Qaeda's Nusra Front. Details online.